I'm not sure if purple can still make it, but Surrender, if he wins this one, he's actually advancing from first place.
So let's take a proper recap at the situation right now. So if purple wins, purple will be the second place finisher.
Are you sure?
I think that is the situation. If Surrender lost both matches, okay, let's look at the standing right now. So, okay, so last match, like we said, it is going to be Surrender, purple. So if purple wins, we're going to have 3 players each at 2-2. Oh my goodness. But looking at the tiebreakers, like, is that going to decide it then? Because Surrender has like... okay, we need to like from admins. Okay.
So if Surrender wins 2 matches in a row, he will advance from first place. He won once, so obviously if he wins this match, he will advance. If Surrender loses both matches, purple will be second, as he won Kranich's personal meeting, but Surrender actually won 1 match. If Surrender won Colento, but he lost to purple, purple will be second, Kranich third, and Surrender fourth. And if Surrender lost to Colento but won purple, Kranich will be second, Surrender third. So it seems like, because Surrender won versus Colento, if Surrender wins this one, he is first. If purple wins, he is second.
Yes, so both of these players are like playing for their tournament right now. So the winner will move on. Colento is already guaranteed through, but whoever wins this one is going to be the other player going through. If Surrender wins, he will not only go through, but he will go through as the first place finisher. So a lot on the line here.
Oh man, this was a really long day, and we had a great matches yesterday as well. But it's so amazing that we are actually down to this one match that is a decider. It will decide who is going through.
Yeah. Oh man, it's going to be a good one for sure. We have seen this player, especially Surrender, we have seen him play a lot today because he was unable to play his matches yesterday as he was originally supposed to. He had just returned home from China. He is a Korean player. He had returned home from China and was unable to play yesterday. But today, he has played 3 matches already. He's been doing quite all right. 3-0 in Colento and 3-0 in Orange. Wow, a lot of players can't say that they've done the same.
Yeah, and now if he goes 3-0 versus purple, what will happen?
What a win streak there. It's quite amazing. Yes, absolutely.
So they have different decks. They both bring Malygos Warlock. So purple, obviously known because he won DreamHack Winter with that specific deck. And Surrender bringing, I think, a bit different. He might be playing Imp Gang Boss in it as well. With Warriors, purple is playing Contra Warrior. Surrender is playing Patron. And Paladin is the secret Paladin from Surrender. And then Priest is Dragon Priest with Deathlords.
Yep. A lot of good stuff here. Purple hasn't been happy with his priest, but he did manage to snag 1 win with it against the Hunter in his last match. But he might struggle here. Where is the priest finding its win here, Nims?
Oh man, I think Green Patron Warrior. So priest versus Green Patron Warrior. If you put a taunt wall early, if you start with the big minions, you might actually overpower. I think it's an okay matchup for the Dragon Priest.
Is it? I'm not that sure. I've heard you're not the first one to favor the priest there, but from my experience, I would rather play the patron every single time. But I have heard some players say that the priest does quite all right, and we just have to wait and see. I guess it will be interesting to see.
On paper, it looks good. There are a lot of ways to actually deal with what patron is packing there, but I think patron is just more stable, and with priest you have to get that good hand to be able to deal with that. What else there? So Priest versus Malygos Warlock. If purple is able to steal Malygos like Orange did, we've seen that before.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Was it in one of the earlier matches today, the ones that I wasn't casting?
Oh yeah, I was casting with the Town Grace. There was actually so Orange was playing versus purple, and he had Shringmeister and Cabal Shadow Priest, and he kept them till Malygos, and at one point he just stole it and won the game from there.
Oh, that's incredible. I need to go back and watch the VOD on that one.
Absolutely, you have to. It was an amazing game. All right.
Malygos Warlock mirror match to start things off.
So we did discuss this match before, but just to recap, whoever takes the board early with big minions like Twilight Drakes, Twilight Guardians, and get some damage in is a bit favored. And then whoever gets big Thorison, just hitting the combo parts, and even some dragons, is getting even more favored, because this is kind of like a race with a big ticking bomb in both hands in the form of a combo at Malagas.
Yeah. Here, Dark Battler seems to be coming out of turn 2. He knows that he might be able to chip in some damage with it really quickly. It's no, Purple doesn't really want to Dark Bomb the Battler from Surrender, and Surrender realizes that. And Purple just going for a Brand Bronze Spear, but it's not going to work out so well because Surrender has an Abusive Sergeant for an easy trade. Or maybe even Dark Bomb Mortal Coil, that's fine too.
Yeah, it is a ballsy move, and on one hand, it seems like throwing away Bram Bronzebeard, but on the other hand, it is blocking a turn 3 coin into a Drake play.
That's absolutely true, and he didn't have an answer for that Drake, and this way around, Purple will be the first one to be able to play a 4-drop.
And there was a small chance that there would be no way to actually kill Bram Bronzebeard, and then he could just slam the Twilight Drake being a 4-13, 14.
Oh wow, yeah, that would have been quite a sight to witness. Surrender here still with that coin, and he got a power overwhelming from that Dark Battler, so it is going to help him clear out the Twilight Guardian quite easily, if he wants to do that. He might save it, but I would be so tempted to just coin out the PO and get rid of that as soon as possible.
I think it makes sense because you deal with the minion, and you're the only one with the minion on board, and you have a good follow up with Azure Drake as well. So I like this play absolutely.
Dark Battler killing him, trading for a minion with the power overwhelming that it got for itself.
Yeah, it works this way.
Sure does.
All right, more Twilight Drakes. So Azure Drake to fill the mana curve, just draw a card, makes sense. No good way to actually kill it, so probably just go for face after this.
Yeah, Twilight Drake would be a more powerful play, but the Azure Drake is the more mana efficient one, and it might be a better play to just go for one of those Azure Drakes here, as it can be difficult to get both of them played later on.
Yeah, but the problem is that if you play Azure Drake, it's just going to die to the 4/7. So if you don't feel like setting up anything...
That is absolutely true, and he is going to go for a Twilight Guardian instead.
Alright, attacking as well, because at this point the damage to the face doesn't matter that much. It's all about the minions and who has the big minions on board. There is double Hellfire for Purple though.
Yeah, but Azure Drake Mortal Coil, that's a powerful play right here. Getting to use that spell power efficiently.
And that Azure Drake contests the Twilight Drake as well, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of Drakes coming down from both sides. We've never seen this many Drakes before turn 6.
Yeah, it's a true mirror match with the same cards being played from both sides.
He plays the Drake. He also plays the Drake. He plays the Drake. There's how many Drakes in a row? A lot.
Yeah, and Guardian, which is kind of Drake as well. Alright, yeah. Dark Peddler. Savis, how is Surrender even having double Azure Drake? There's even more Drakes coming.
Yeah, that's quite crazy. But Purple has run out of Drakes at this point and has to go with just those weak 1-mana minions instead.
He actually has no dragons, which might be a problem for the Blackwing Corruptor not being activated.
Absolutely. Azure Drake into Mortal Coil was an option here, but Surrender really wants to maximize his card draw here. So he wants to life tap every single turn.
Do you Hellfire this turn? Can you even Hellfire? Hellfire Coil?
Yeah, it works with the Mortal Coil.
Yeah, and probably you want to use your Hellfire, at least one of them early. Okay, getting some card draws. 1 mana left, so board is getting another Twilight Guardian.
And oh my god, how many cards does he have right now? Can he go for a brand into Azure Drake? He can, and he's going to have perfect 9 cards in his hand right now. Even a nice setup. He just saw an AoE happen, so Purple might struggle with dealing with this board.
It's so funny because neither of them got Thorison yet, and they really want to get that Thorison as fast as possible.
Yeah, the board clear here not looking so good for purple. No more mortal coils available. Hellfire Dark Bomb doesn't seem quite worth it.
He's just stalling with some minions to be able to trade into the other minions instead of the Hellfire for the next turn.
Yeah, and Surrender here with a lot of options. He has 10 cards in his hand right now, and he has the Brand Bronzebeard on the board, so all of those Battlecry minions would now trigger twice. Even the Abusive Sergeant, Twilight Guardian. A lot of options.
I was looking how much damage he has, because with Corruptor deals 6, and then Soulfire deals 5, so that's 11. That's +2 with Abusive Sergeant, so 13.
Certainly
And 6,
a lot of damage.
19 damage, just like that.
Oh, the Twilight Guardian seems like a bit of a weird play here, because that is the only dragon in his hand, so he could not get the buffs at all, and also the Corruptor won't function afterwards. I have to say I'm a little bit surprised by this.
Well, he still has Malygos in the deck.
Yeah. Just getting those out of his hand, but the Corruptor seemed quite good too. And now the Corruptor is not active anymore, but again, like, it seems that he just really wanted to get that card draw.
Also, he tried to, I think, play cards which will be good against Hellfire, but the Hellfire dealing 4 damage, just cleaning the board here.
Yeah, with that spell power.
Alright, and now he has to just hardcast Corruptor, it seems.
Yeah, he can play one Big Game Hunter as a tempo one also. It's not an issue at all. There's not really anything to Big Game Hunt from your opponent, unless you use the Abusive Sergeant too.
Yeah, exactly. You're saying that there are Corruptors and there is Thaurissan as well that you can actually deal with. Second Corruptor just into his face. Hey, no dragons for you, man. Okay, so Big Game Hunter... Is he really refusing to play Corruptors? This is the biggest minion. It's like Harrison Jones at the moment.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I would definitely just play the bigger minion. It's hard to use both of those Corruptors well. There's no guarantee that the next draw or the next 2 draws would also bring him a dragon.
Yeah, and at some point you might even just... If you get Malygos, you might just want to slam Malygos and then Soulfire face. We're slowly getting to lower health totals. So if he has minions on board, it will allow him to push. Maybe Malygos is a win card there.
Could be, and there's the Corruptor. No Battlecry happening.
This is important information for Purple as well. Right now, Purple knows there are no dragons in hand. He knows there's no Malygos. Yeah.
That's good news, and Purple picking up Emperor Thaurissan. But can he do it yet? He could just lose the game straight away if he goes for that. Unless maybe he Dark Bombs the Zombie Chow for the heals. That would allow him to play.
Yeah, that's a possibility. The problem is that Thaurissan is not hitting that many combo cards, especially if you Dark Bomb the Zombie Chow. So you might want to play something else. So the Dark Bomb and Soulfire are actually discounted, and you get Malygos at some point, and we'll be able to play both of them, because that's 17 points of damage if you get Malygos after the discounts.
Yeah, that's true. So spending the Dark Bomb there might not be a wise decision, as he wants to hold on to that for later on. Just goes with the bunch of small minions, knowing that if Surrender wants to AoE, Surrender will also have to kill his own minions doing so.
Alright, and Surrender, he's seen double Hellfire already. Can you Hellfire this board? You will actually...
Yeah,
your opponent...
it would kill his own Zombie Chow. That's a bit of an issue. I think he might try to find some optional plays.
Well, he does have double Hellfire, and he probably have to Hellfire at some point. I don't think it was that terrible. Just Hellfire going for face with the Corruptor and then playing another Corruptor as a vanilla card. Just having 2 big minions, but he decides to go into a different direction with the heal bot. So still developing some minions on the board.
Yeah, not bad at all. It looks like a board that's a little bit weak to a Hellfire, but Purple has played both of his Hellfires already.
Yeah.
And here, Abusive Sergeant, Big Game Hunter. Both players with 2 Big Game Hunters. They have to buff their opponent's minions in order to be able to use those.
I just realized that from Dark Peddler you can actually get those extra abusives to double abusive in Big Game Hunter, something that we've seen before.
That's right. It's certainly a possibility.
Okay, well, can you deal with this Twilight Drake? Do you even have to deal with it?
Oh, it's so annoying. Surrender would love to have an Iron Big Owl, but nope. And not only that, but his hand is full right now, so he cannot start his turn with a life tap. He needs to first play a card. He needs to pick whatever is the least bad one, I suppose.
Oh man, did you just go for one of the Hellfires? It sounds like you have to play those Hellfires at some point, I guess. Hugo
Yes.
doesn't do much.
Seems to be just going to ignore that Twilight Drake for now. He had an option to attack into the Twilight Drake with his heal, but instead of going face with it, but he wanted to get the 3 damage on the Purple's face instead of on the Drake.
Yeah. He got Thorson, so if he gets Malygos next turn, that will be really dangerous with Dark Bomb and double Soulfire.
It would, but Purple is one step ahead already with the Malygos Dark Bomb Soulfire in his hand, and he is able to play it on this turn. So Kranich, sorry, not Kranich. I mean Surrender needs to now find a way to deal with the board from Purple. And if he finds a Dragon, it's not that hard of a clear with the Hellfire into Corruptor.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's another gal a bit too late.
Yeah, just a tiny bit too late. It's one turn too late. Right now it doesn't accomplish anything. That Twilight Drake is already down to 3 HP.
So you have to deal with Thorson. Big Hunter is pretty good with Abusive.
Yeah, seems like kind of the obvious play, I guess, since he didn't find the Dragon for the Corruptor.
Can you still slam... Like, Abusive Big Hunter and slam Thorson anyway. You are hitting free combo parts, even though there's no Malygos. If you get Malygos, just draw it from the top. You will still be able to play double Soulfire Dark Bomb if you do not discard.
It would be a strong play for sure, and Purple, even with that Malygos combo, it's not enough. He needs to find another Soulfire. But is it even possible? I don't think there is another Soulfire.
Yeah, he probably plays one, so if he didn't get one from Dark Peddler... So 17, 21 damage, he's 4 short here.
Not going to get the job done just yet.
Actually, if Surrender gets Malygos, and if he's lucky with the Soulfire, he could just win right there.
I'm like counting how much damage is that even without the Malygos.
21?
Dark Bomb, double Soulfire, Hellfire. There is, of course, that yeah, it is a lot. But there is, of course, that possibility that the Soulfire will discard the other Soulfire, and in that case, it would not be enough.
Yeah. Oh man, this is so close. He is healing himself, but if there's a Malygos, we might see a 26 damage burst. I don't even know how many cards Surrender has in his deck, but not many.
Let's hold on. Iron Big Owl on that Twilight Guardian, 7 on board already. Yes, 14 on the hand. It's not quite enough. What does he find?
Oh,
it is the Malygos.
Do you have to go for it? You might go for it.
Is there a guaranteed lethal somehow?
Well, no. So
With
that
the
Soulfire,
Corruptor.
the Soulfire. Oh, you mean like with just silence?
Yeah, I'm like looking at it, but it's not there. So Surrender. All he needs right now is for the Soulfire to not discard Soulfire. Oh, he's going for the Soulfire first.
Oh man, no! This card is Soulfire. Purple,
Wow.
yes! Purple knows there's no way to come back from this. And Purple actually has 17 points of damage with his Malygos Soulfire Dark Bomb. So now Surrender is like, oh wow, what do I do now?
I have to point out that was a great play from Surrender because if the Dark Bomb got discarded, it would have actually still been okay because he could have played the Iron Big Owl on the taunt and used the second Soulfire on the face. So all he needed there was to not discard it, but as it is, the Soulfire discards the Soulfire. And is it going to be Purple now with the reverse skill? I think
yeah,
so.
Purple has 17 plus 9, which is 26, which is enough. So that's it. I'm almost out of cards, but I have the cards I need, so Purple goes for Malygos. And then the Dark Moon Soulfire phase. Oh man, that's Soulfire.
Wow!
Painful for Surrender. This is it, Savitz. This is the Malygos battles.
Oh, I don't even. Like, what was that? It's Surrender. All he needed was to not discard the Soulfire with the Soulfire, but every now and then it happens. I've had that happen to me a couple of times. It wouldn't be the first time. That's why I only play one Soulfire in my deck, and that's also like why Purple and Surrender play only one, but with those Dark Battlers you can get the extras, and sometimes it's just the Orange Jesus is not smiling on you.
Yeah, but still, that was an amazing game. I loved it. I really like Malika's Warlock deck, and the fact that people just throwing this big soul fires in the face. It's so much fun to watch.
It sure is, and now Purple no longer with his Malika's Warlock. He needs to find a way and win with his other two decks, and he's going to pick the Warrior here and be playing a Control Warrior against Surrender's Patron Warrior.
Yeah, another class mirror. It's not a mirror match in a sense. They are not playing the same decks, but the same class. And what do you think about this match? Purple is playing double Brawl. He's playing Bash. He's playing Slams as well. So this Control Warrior changed a bit from the past.
Yeah, it has. It's interesting to see. Surrender here, thinking about his starting hand. How aggressively does he want to go for the weapons? Only keeping the Battle Rage. Finds another one.
That doesn't seem good to start.
Battle Rage is one of the more important cards, but it might be difficult to use with a hand like this. He needs to get those minions on the board and get them damaged. If he manages to do that and draw maybe 3 cards each, he would be in excellent shape.
He gets Fire Warriors, but that doesn't matter for now. It will matter if Purple decides to go for Acolyte of Pain. But yeah, just Armor Up pass for now. It doesn't look great. Shredder will be okay on turn 4 though. Or maybe even next turn, just to pressure. And now just Weapon.
With the double Shredder, that's like coining out the Shredder, it's not like that horrible, but the coin might be valuable for turn 6 Dr. Boom, and also Purple is likely to have an answer to the front half of the Shredder, and if there was a Fire Vorax or Death Spite, the pilot from the Shredder could be something with 2 or less power, allowing the Acolyte to draw extra cards.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look that bad because he has the Shredder on this turn, and he will be having the Shredder for the next turn. There is nothing else, and then Dr. Boom on 6, so it's okay. But then it seems like it is giving time to Purple, and there is Bash, which is an amazing card versus whatever is being dropped. You can also just kill it with the weapon as well.
Yeah, seems like Purple is avoiding as much. Hold on, it's just an owl here. Okay, so he doesn't. I thought he was going for some kind of removal play on that maybe a Bash, but to avoid taking face damage. But their Firework is so efficient here, and our big owl difficult to use against the Patron.
Yeah, I really like One Owl and Warrior nowadays. There are so many good silence targets like Shredders. There's Tyrion with so many Paladins being played, and Twilight Drakes are really popular right now as well.
Absolutely. Second Shredder comes down from Surrender. Those are some of the better minions against the Warrior, because even if Warrior can kill those, the Warriors, the Control Warriors do takes a lot of damage doing so. Nerubian Egg. Wow. Look at Pebbles' face. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm not killing that.
Especially if you play double brawl, like you are going to brawl the board at some point during the game. So you have to deal with this egg by probably hatching it at some point, just attacking into it and then killing the 4/4. But not now.
And Surrender also can potentially, after Purple has played a minion, Surrender has the option to hatch it whenever he wants to by playing the Cruel Taskmaster buff on it. Right now, obviously, he couldn't do it because there's nothing to trade it into.
Oh, look, there's a brawl.
There's Brawl. There's also the Nerubian Egg.
Yeah, such a trolly egg.
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh man! All right, he goes for the ghoul though. There is an execute as well, so it should be easy to deal with Dr. Boom after that.
Yeah, but this is going to be a Battle Rage then for Surrender. He can use that ghoul into his advantage. He can even drop a Grim Patron here.
Yeah, but aren't you playing into Brawl too much with that? Or would you expect Brawl to happen last turn?
It is a little bit of a risk, yes, you are correct, but it might be something that he has to do right now. I don't think you expected a Brawl just yet on the last turn. He might be... Okay, looks like he might hold on to the Grim Patron.
If you... Yeah, Battle Rage seems good because you will be drawing at least 2 cards from it.
At least 3, because like the Nerubian Egg, the Dr. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Even without playing any more minions. But I would expect at least an Armor Smith. Or is there a danger of overdrawing?
If you go for Acolyte of Pain and Battle Rage, probably.
Whoa, how many is that going to be?
That's 5 cards
Uh,
in total.
well, something is getting burned.
Well, he's not overdrawing though. He's going to 9.
Yeah, but I mean, no purple can kill it off and the card in the beginning of the turn.
Yeah.
So there's going to be at least 2 cards
Double
getting
draw.
burned. Doesn't matter though, Surrender has a lot of good stuff already in his hand. Oh, purple choosing to not kill the Acolyte here. Wants to hold on to his weapon. Not worried about it, okay.
Well, maybe he basically didn't realize that he can burn the card as well.
It's possible.
basically- Yeah.
But also, he might be thinking that maybe he can burn the card a little bit later on, or that the weapon is just so valuable to keep because he doesn't have another weapon. That
Yeah,
might have not.
absolutely.
That might have not been a mistake from my purple side.
Yeah, I can see that as well because he doesn't have the weapon right now in hand. All right, so just building up a board, and is this something you brawl? He can. Well, weapon will be excellent to attack into that Nerubian egg and then brawl afterwards. But he
Yeah.
chooses to go with the ground first.
You do not roll here. There's no way. It's only 4 power on the board. Now only 3. Roll doesn't seem that good. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Not really trying to get more value with the Grom. He knows that it's very likely that Surrender has an execute, but purple valuing it, killing off the armor smith highly. Realizes that there might be maybe 10 armor coming in. If there's a second armor smith and some kind of whirlwind effect, that would be minimum of 10 armor.
He's going for another battle rage to draw more cards. Well, you do want to have a lot of cards, that's for sure.
Yeah, having cards is usually good. That's just a lot of cards.
Yeah. And super early as well. This means like he will have the best plays with every mana crystal he has, starting
Yeah,
here.
Pretty much. It still has 8 cards remaining too, so it's not too much to worry. And, there's a lot up, so that's going to stop. Well, is it going to stop the brawl? I think, no, actually, purple is just about to hit 10 mana, so the brawl would still be playable.
Yeah. So it means this is the time for brawl, and you probably attack the egg first. Oh, you can't because there is a taunt now. Oh
No.
man.
He's just going to pass here,
Interesting.
showing the armor smith, saving those rolls.
Well, we haven't seen a single patron yet. So if you brawl into this board without patrons, you might have trouble versus patrons.
It's true. Quite often you want to save the brawl for the patrons, but this board seems to be just getting worse and worse. So Surrender might play carefully here, not extend much more or at all anymore, and just keep bashing in with those 10, 11 power that he already has on the board.
Yeah, it seems pretty good. You probably want to kill Armor Smith with Lothab, and then just go 6 to face. Don't really need more. Just wait what purple is going to do.
Yeah.
Armor up, go with everything. And we've seen Surrender being super patient before.
Yeah, he sure has been. And I think he might be holding on to that type of gameplay here. And yes, only a hero power pass. Takes out the armor smith and hero power passes with a handful of good stuff.
Yeah, it shows how good Surrender is. No rush there. He has good position. He knows that.
Inner Rage. That gives him some burst potential, even more with the Chromage.
This is interesting. How do you kill Lothab? I know Lothab like such Belcher because you can attack with Lothab into it, but then a Lothab can easily die to the wound effects that you cast. Maybe there is some way to deal with Belcher with just using Inner Rage on Taskmaster, attacking for 4, using Acolyte to finish it off, draw a card from that, and kill the 1/2 with the Pirate. Go face with Lothab, or even that if you want to draw more cards.
Fearlessly drawing for more cards.
Yeah, he just wants all the cards.
Yeah.
Okay, Okay, I can see Floating Berserker being played as well because you do spend your Acolyte and you spend your Taskmaster here.
He's showing so many cards that it's not like he wanted to get a Floating desperately on the board, but it might have also been that he just wanted to get a card out of his hand in order to not be burning the next draw.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's a really good situation for Surrender. Not only that the Ruben Egg is kind of protecting him a bit from the brawl, he has really good minions and he is forcing that brawl right now.
Yeah, it's an excellent situation for Surrender, as long as the Nerubian Egg doesn't win. Oh, that's not too bad for Purple. I mean, he really wanted the Egg to win, but it was still one of the smaller minions. Or it was the second smallest one.
Yeah, he can deal with it easily. Can you just leave it as it is and hope that Surrender will be like, oh yeah, Brawl is out of the way, let's extend the board, let's play those minions.
I think the fact that Purple didn't attack here kind of signals the second Brawl. Because if he didn't have the second Brawl, if I was Surrender, I would be thinking like, why did he kill that off? He must have another way to clear my minions. And yeah, it is the Brawl. It is obviously easier to say here, seeing all the cards, but it's certainly something that you have to pay attention to and try to figure out what is the reason that the weapon was not used.
But honestly, Savitz, I'm just looking at this game right now, and before Contra Warrior is pretty good versus the combo patron with Warsong, but right now, looking at the sheer amount of cards that Thunder has, the choices, I'll have to favor Surrender in this match.
Well, this is looking really one-sided. I honestly don't know what Purple can do to win this one. Getting those efficient card draws early on, especially with those Battle Rages. Surrender knew what he was doing. He kept the Battle Rage. Even drawing a second one wasn't an issue. He's been drawing a lot, but not worried about it. It's looking like it might be an impossible one for Purple from here on out.
Yeah. Surrender is taking his chances though. He is saying, hey, you don't have the second brawl, I'm going for my patrons here. This is something the Purple was waiting for, but even if this board gets cleared, and it will get cleared with just the second brawl, Surrender still has minions.
Feels like, yeah, still feels like a little bit of an opening for Purple here. Being able to brawl all that stuff. Even though there is a new wave of, oh wow, 5 attack minions drawing, that's not what Purple wants to see. He wanted to see a minion with a little bit lower attack to win that one.
It doesn't matter that much, but still, especially if he uses the bash here. But weapon is probably better. You might want to have the bash for a possible shield slam top deck in the future.
I don't know, I would probably just use the bash because there's no other weapon. Both of those means deal 3 damage. So it's like, maybe avoid taking the damage, but it's a close call. Certainly can't blame him for keeping the bash. Because if he picks up maybe another weapon, then he can use the bash and the new weapon.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so fireworks, and we're getting closer and closer to just finishing this game with Grommash just waiting to finish with that Whirlwind. Still having an execute and playing minions right now that are dangerous. Surrender is getting closer and closer to finishing this game.
Oh, Baron Geron. With the bash, it does allow him to like potentially clear some of those minions, but we know that he would just he would be dead to the Chrome in that case.
Can he do anything? Yeah, he like with Geron, he's dead. I think because he's taking 2 damage, then he's getting up to 15.
And yes, then that would do it. So he has to bash into execute in order to survive.
But is it even helping him in the long run?
It might not, but certainly does help him make the game go a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Now the 6 attack. Oh, another Grim Patron. Both brawls are gone.
Yeah, so Green Patron, Pyromancer, Whirlwinds?
Sure, why not? But there is that Geron. How is the damage going to be distributed on those?
Yeah.
How are they all going to be damaged? Or let's see.
I wonder what's the last card though. Is it an activator for Grom? Maybe an Inner Rage? Have we seen 2 of them?
Oh, that's interesting. So it actually could be a decision from a Surrender not to use the Whirlwind either. Didn't even think about that. Just seemed like an obvious play to Whirlwind here.
Yeah,
he's going to do. Yeah.
After seeing double brawl, you do want to have those 4 patients on board. But yeah, he might not have an activator for Grom. Grom will just vanilla attack for 4.
Which is likely to be enough.
Harrison Jones, hello. A bit late to the party, man. The game is already...
Yeah. Harrison Jones into shield block.
Into third brawl.
Fireworks not going to do it, so Surrender is going to take this one. Still has 13 power on the board. The Grom, even without an activator, adds an additional 4.
I still want to see what's the last card. Ah, that's kind of an activator.
Yeah, no need for it though.
Yep.
And
So
1-1.
yeah, it's a 1-1, which means Malygos is out for purple and Patron is out for Surrender. So we might see Warlock versus Warrior. Malygos versus Contra Warrior. That will be interesting.
Yeah, I think the Control Warrior should do quite well in that one. I played some Malgus Warlock against Control Warrior, and it's a little bit difficult to have enough damage. You really need to get a lot of damage in with your minions before being able to kill the warrior player. Because of that armor up hero power, the normal Malgus Dark Bomb so far is just not quite cutting it through the armor.
Yeah, especially with Justic or Trueheart, right? You can't deal 100 damage. What?
No, unfortunately.
All right, so the game is ready. We're going to have that's Malygos Warlock versus the Contra Warrior. So it seems that it is a good matchup for Warrior, but if Malygos Warlock gets the Drakes early and a lot of pressure, then maybe it actually has a chance to seal the game before Warrior stabilizes.
Yep, it is doable, but it is definitely hard, and it's a definitely Warrior favorite match.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So do you think Purple won the mind games here?
Kind of, yes.
Because that should have been easy for Paladin, right? Paladin versus Warrior is a good matchup for Paladin.
Yeah, exactly. So if Surrender picks Paladin, he would be in way better shape. But on the other hand, then he would still have to play his Warlock against the Warrior in the next match.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Well, there isn't that dragon, but there's no additional dragon, so Surrender can't play the Twilight Guardian as a 3/6 taunt.
Yeah, that's true. And versus Warrior, probably want to have it as a 3/6, not a 2/6. Some matchups you can just play it, but then on the other hand, it's also the only dragon in your hand, so you want to have Corruptor activated and whatever you draw that actually needs a dragon as well.
Yeah, absolutely true. I just wanted to point it out that there is that Justicar Trueheart waiting in Purple's hand, and that's one of the better cards against Malygos Warlock, because in general there will be a lot of time to do those tank ups, and that's exactly what you want to kind of get out of the reach of the combo in a similar fashion as against the Freeze Mage.
Yeah. And I just want to remind all the viewers right now, we're watching StarLadder I-League, $50,000 prize pool. This is Group C, this is second day. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., we will have Group D tomorrow and after tomorrow as well. And this is the decider match. Who goes out of Group C? If Purple wins, he will go out from second seed, Colento first. And if Surrender wins versus Purple, he will be the first, the best guy in this group.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament. No? Not yet. Let's get a stronger minion. Okay, smartly so, because there is another Blackwing Corruptor in Surrender's hand right now.
Yeah, that's why Purple doesn't like playing too hard on that turn. Also, I've seen him play it on 10, because on 10 you can actually get the extra 4 armor. You can just slam through her, armor up first, slam through her, and then armor up again.
Yeah, that's right. This Shield Maiden definitely working out way better than the Justicar would have, mostly because of the low toughness on it. The armor gain, not that big of a deal for now. Getting that instant 5 kind of might help with the next turn, being able to potentially Shield Slam and Belcher.
Yeah. Alright, so just throwing a heal bot, he knows that Corruptor here doesn't do much. Just dies the weapon as well.
Yeah.
Toughness, not good. He doesn't have Hellfire. Dr. Boom is the play for the next turn, but there is the Shield Slam and the minions on board.
Yeah, Purple is going to be not only able to deal with that Dr. Boom, but push for quite a bit of damage here if he chooses to.
Oh man, even Grumage. Actually, with this Shield Slam just going 10 to face, he's kind of setting up lethal for next turn, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Quite often this match just the warrior isn't even trying to kill the warlock that actively. It's more like he's just playing defense and dealing with all the threats and armoring up, tanking up. But purple was dealt a hand that kind of allows him to take a more aggressive stance.
So if Shield Maiden and Armor Smith survives, then Surrender just loses. But well, Purple is like
Yeah, looking at Purple's face right now, it's like,
yeah, he
Yep.
almost had it, right? He almost had it.
yeah. Oh wow, that Boombot could potentially just turn the game around. I would still favor Purple here, but Surrender not down just yet.
And now Torison as well. He is hitting some important cards. He has so far Dark Bomb, no Malagas for now, but the fact that he'll be able to play all those cards cheaper is really, really big. Like even Bran into Corruptor doing 6 damage to something for 6 mana is pretty good.
Yeah. And now finally we see the Justicar happen. And there's the tank up. Gain 4 armor and Surrender's like, well, that's a good card against my deck.
Oh man. Yeah, Purple almost had it, but now he just has to change the strategy. He's back to the control game instead of just a swift finish.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Like at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see something like a Chromash just to take out the minion either.
Yeah.
Just killing all the minions that come out of Surrender, using that tank up.
Is there an opportunity to brawl here? Probably not.
No, it doesn't look all that great.
But will he ever get a good opportunity? Well, if the minions are with the Twilight Drake, probably, yeah.
The thing about tank up is that's why like the Justicar goes really well with the double brawls, because when you have the tank up as your improved hero power, it forces your opponent to extend on the board by playing multiple minions. And then when they do that, the brawl is going to punish. Because right now, there's only 8 power on the board, which means that if we think about the warrior hero power, it heals for 4, and he takes 8, so he's only losing 4 HP a turn, which is almost nothing. And another thing about that is that Warlock kind of has to play more stuff just to get more space to the hand.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So even though Purple actually lost this opportunity to win the game right there, he's still in a very good matchup, especially after that Justicar True Heart.
Yeah, Surrender's hand is pretty good though. It's going to be a close finish on this one.
Alright, so going for the Farseer here to heal Corruptor, and he will try to not overextend. 3 minions is probably the most he will have for some time.
Yeah, well done there, not playing the Twilight Drake. Purple looking at 11 power on the board, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it just passed. Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Because Surrender is supposed to play something now.
Is he? That's 11 damage to face. Oh,
yeah,
actually,
but
he has
full hand.
Full hand, yeah, you're right. Abusive.
Abusive pass. That could be the play. Yeah, that could be the play.
Oh man.
As ridiculous as this looks, both players are playing really well. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, why does he play the 4-10 Drakes and 4-9 Drakes? But no, it's that brawl.
Is he going to brawl or is he going to bait out the minion again? I was like, yeah, you will have 10 cards, you have to play something. Okay, the weapon, weapon to deal with the whatever survives the brawl next turn. And I guess, is this the Big Game Hunter turn?
I'm counting the damage here. How much is there on the board? There's 13 damage on the board. With Azure Drake, Dark Bomb, Power Overwhelming, Soulfire, it would be 13 from the hand, so it's a total of 26 damage for now.
That's a lot of damage, but it's not enough.
It's not enough, no. It's still it's quite a bit off. And Surrender needs to find a card to play here.
Yeah, do you just oh, he goes for Power Overwhelming on Abusive maybe.
I love this play. It's so good. Because another thing about this Power Overwhelming is it gets rid of the Abusive Sergeant, which is not really worth much. It's just a bad minion that could potentially win the brawl.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I would really like to see that, but that's what he seemed to be thinking about. I think that's a good one, and he should take it.
Absolutely. And you know what? Like after this board is getting brawled, he does have Brown Bronzebeard and 2 Twilight Drakes. That will be really powerful as well. But
Certainly.
he might... Like purple has to do something now.
Yeah, now there's no more time to wait. But is Brawl to play? It might not be. Just maybe execute and use the Chrome to clear a minion.
You can bash the free still. Or maybe...
Yes, that's another option. The Brawl does not feel very good. He only has 1 in his hand. If he had 2 Brawls, he could maybe use 1 here.
Yeah, because you know something is going to get played. Surrender has full hand, and he's playing some bad cards. Cards that do not influence the board that much. So, you know, after you brawl, you will face the full board again. But Surrender knows there's a second brawl as well, so he might be hesitant to overextend.
The plays. going for the unstable Ghoul first. The Ghoul ended up not accomplishing anything at all. That Twilight Guardian was already executable.
Oh man, Brown Bronzebeard double Twilight Drake. I want to see it.
Wow.
Those Drakes, how do you deal with them? They have 17.
No, play the Twilight. Play the Twilight one. Okay, play the Drake, not the Guardian. Okay, please, come on, surrender.
He goes for the Guardian. Guardian will have 4 attack, that's something as well.
Yeah, and it's Taunt.
And if there's a second brawl, you can always play the Twilight Drake after that.
It's true. This is probably like the better play. I just wanted to see 2 big Drakes on the board at the same time.
So no brawl for now. There's a silence.
Silence does help him, and he can also dash, drop power. That deals with some of that stuff.
Yeah, but Brown Bronzebeard actually survived this.
Oh no! It might have been a tiny misplay. He gotta use the weapon, and or was it maybe it's on a mistake because now he didn't take any face damage.
There's Malaga Savits though, and that means it's 17 damage.
It is not because he doesn't have to quite the discount is not on the dog.
Oh, you're right. He can play Dark Bomb.
Yeah, because there's no way to get more of those effects, so it's a tiny bit less, but still a powerful draw for sure.
Yeah, to finish the game. And
double draw into double heal. Just Brown Bronzebeard things.
this is so tough for purple.
It really is.
He can only play 1 card from his hand. He goes for Gramash. Probably kill Bran. With the... Did he use a weapon already? Okay.
Okay. Purple thinks that the game is over, but they don't think it's over just yet. No, there's no way for Surrender to end it.
Well, not this turn, but how much damage will there be with the Soulfire? That's 10 damage with Soulfire plus 6, 9, 19. Not there yet, but he can just kill Gramash, you know, and go for face with everything.
Yeah, not too bad. The purple looking for something like maybe the second brawl, going for Belzer brawl. Whoa, that's a big play right there.
If he uses Soulfire,
I don't know about this. I would have preferred to see the big game hunter in this situation. If he's going to deal with the Chrome by this, trades make way more sense to me. I like the trading here, but if he was with the Soulfire, then in that case, I feel like the big game hunter would just be like far superior.
Yeah, that's right. So what if there is a brawl? Is that good? Big game hunter, wow.
Well, that's certainly not good. So now that 17 damage burst, no, it's actually more than that because the Twilight Drakes it's 19
plus 8.
Okay, well
that should be it. Yeah.
Yes, that's more than enough. Don't even need to count.
Oh man, what a game! What a game! And then Malaga's deck actually got it. So now Surrender is down to his Paladin.
Yeah.
And the Warrior is still there. And the
man,
Priest is still there. And Paladin has good matchups, I believe, versus both Warrior and Priest. That
game just went so well for Surrender there. I I don't know. I might have to reevaluate on that matchup, like who it favors. But I also think that the draw from Surrender might have been a little bit above average, while maybe the draw from Purple was a tiny bit below average. But I didn't really see any mistakes from either side. It's like Purple, even though he got kind of wrecked that game, I don't think he really played badly.
Yeah, I think what Purple was missing a couple of games, like even this and previous matchups, he was missing draws. He's just throwing those brawls, and he's ending up with 2 to 3 cards versus opponent's full hand by the end of the game. So maybe not getting those slams, not getting enough value from acolytes, which is not his fault. It's just he's just not getting those cards there.
Yeah.
And obviously the bombs. He almost.
Oh yes, that's true. Like Purple had a chance to end the game very quickly, but the Boombot killing off the Shield Maiden, that's a huge turnaround there. Huge moment.
All right, Savits. So this might be the last game. If Surrender wins it, he can eliminate Purple from at least this group, because the players will still have a chance to come back in the kind of like redemption matches. But this is a very important moment for those guys. And the winner is going to advance to the second group stage. Paladin versus Warrior.
Yep. An interesting thing to point out, in my opinion, is that Surrender chose to give the Pilot Destroyer and the Lotep, which is like kind of a greedy keep. But against the Warrior, when you know it's a Control Warrior too, you can easily make keeps like this. I also quite often do it in a similar fashion, where I keep cards, and even expensive cards like Emperor Thorisson or a 5-drop. Like Surrender did there, because you know that the Warrior is not really going to try to get many minions on early on. They're not trying to kill you fast. They're just going to be playing very few minions. You can just keep those valuable ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And why do you think that? Do you agree with me that this is the good matchup for Paladin?
Oh, absolutely, yes. The hero power is just it lines up so well against the Warrior hero power. Getting those endless Silverhand recruits. There's so much time for the Paladin to do what it wants to do too. It's another big factor in this, because Paladin, while extremely powerful, mid-range Paladin that is, it can be a little bit slow and sometimes get punished for being so slow, and aggressive decks tend to take advantage of that and just like flood the board early on from turns 1 through 4, and then maybe follow up with some spells, and the Paladin just doesn't have enough time to react.
Yeah, I agree there as well. And it seems like it's a very good hand for Surrender. He didn't get any secrets apart from Avenger that he actually got right now. So the keep there for Lotheb and Shredder made a lot of sense. He also picked up cards which are not secrets, getting that Master early that he played before. So what do you slam here? Do you just slam Lotheb being the best card, the biggest one?
Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty good to me. I don't know why you would not, but guess Shredder Avenge is not bad either. If you want to hold on to the Lotep, like that's the big thing, because the Lotep battle cry would not be all that useful right now. While the Shredder dies to the Fiery War Axe.
But if you play Avenge, it might look like it's Redemption.
That is true, so that this might make Purple not attack into the Pilot Shredder. It's a bit of a bluff from Surrender.
Purple just goes for Bash.
Yeah, no hesitation.
And Purple just like... Oh
man, Doctor 6 becomes Doctor 8. Oh wow.
That was so hilarious. Oh man. And he can't even play Lotheb here. Everything got so bad, so
I don't know which was better, like the Web Lord popping up or Purple's reaction to it. That's so good.
Yeah, we need a a small animation from that for sure.
Doctor 6, you say? Nope. Just a Web Lord. What are the chances?
There are options though.
Yeah, that Blessing of Kings does help. Or even the Lotep is playable now at 7 mana, although not that spectacular.
Do you go Blessing of Kings on the Weblord to bait out removal?
Well, it is an option. It feels a bit weird to use the Kings here. I wouldn't blame him with just like hero power passing, but how much time can you give to the Control Warrior? And those minions on the board are not putting out all that much pressure.
He's going for the love it, yes!
Yeah, he's doing it, yeah. So he's forcing Purple to now kill that.
Oh man. Lothab was probably fine as well.
Yeah, it would have been alright. But that would have been a tiny bit weak to Baron Geddon, because in that case, Purple could have used the Fiery War Axe on the Lotep and play Baron Geddon for the full clear.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So just having this amazing Weblord. There's a brawl. Can Weblord survive and get avenged? Oh man! Oh, that's such a troll!
What? This is painful to watch.
Oh man, purple's face.
Oh no!
That just happened.
8 damage to face.
Now Tyrion. Oh, and it's almost over.
I don't think it's over just yet, but things are definitely going a little bit downhill. That was so unlucky for Purple right there.
That troll Weblord. That is the best Weblord UNNA and then CN Korea.
But then, like, how do you win a brawl like that? Surrender is really good at this game.
The Weblord is pretty good at the game.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so Tyrion just killed the Belcher.
Weblord getting his revenge. Purple thought that it's not that threatening at all. But,
Yeah. Nobody likes spiders, it seems.
but that Lotep on this, I don't think there's any way Purple can say no to this Lotep. Just might be what seals the deal.
Do you play Coghammer first? Doesn't matter even.
I don't know what else you play, but I would like really love to see that Lotep happen.
Is he going for Coghammer still
he's-
and shielding
yeah.
about? Yeah.
Alright then. I mean, it's not a bad play by any means. This does clear the board. And still has that Tyrion Forging with a refreshed Divine Shield now.
Yeah, it's pretty good because normally you just need activators, and right now the only way is to attack into it, which is not great. And also you dealt with Armorsmith, which is providing some armor. There is a silence, yeah.
Oh, that's a huge draw for Purple. He doesn't have Shield Slam to deal with the Tyrion right now, but that definitely helps him a tiny bit.
Oh wow, Dr. Boom.
Dr. Boom.
Do you
Trent-
just, do you just go aggro? Do you just slam Dr. Boom and go face with everything else?
Yeah, I don't think there's much reason to start trading at this point. He could slam the Lotep or the Dr. Boom. If he goes for the Lotep, then he needs to kill off the Iron Beak Owl to prevent the trades, but in that case, the Shield Maiden would still trade for the Lotep. Yeah, I would love to see the Lotep. The Dr.
Dr.
Boom over Lotep. Yeah.
Yeah, also because you've just seen one brawl, so there's only 4 cards. You hope there's no second brawl, but it is a tough decision.
Absolutely.
Killing Ironbeak. Oh, he's going for Dr. Boom, right?
I think so. Yeah. Oh, he's doing the Lotep after all. Wow.
How much mana will Purple have after this?
He's going to have 10 mana, and he doesn't even have any spells in his hand. So, given the hand that Purple has, this was the kind of the weaker play for Surrender. But it's not a misplay by any means. Purple could have had a different type of hand.
Yeah,
For
a
example,
lot of
the second
spells.
brawl.
basically.
Yeah, or the second brawl and just do it for 10 mana.
Alright. Dr. Boom's still good.
Sure is.
Can you kill Do you kill Armorsmith first? Like, how can you do it? This is tough. Because Armorsmith is providing armor, and you don't want Armorsmith to be on board, and you can kill it with Shield Minibot and a weapon attack. Shield Maiden does not contest Tyrion, so you can continue going for face. You are afraid of Brawl, but you've seen one. There's only 3 cards.
Looks like Surrender is going to smork it up here. At least the Tyrion immediately going for face, then afterwards starting to think about some trades. Okay, so he is killing the Armorsmith. Realized that the Armorsmith is likely to give Purple at least the 4 or maybe even more damage, so it's always nice to do.
I like that. I like killing Armorsmith always. And going for the full board. There's a... Okay, he's playing actually the secret. Oh man, he is actually playing secret, and there were no Mistress Challengers. He can still get Mistress Challengers and get all those secrets out of his deck.
It's pretty amazing how Surrender has drawn like this, because if you just look at what's happened. It seems like this is a mid-range paladin.
Yeah, exactly. There was only a Venge, right?
It's like one Avenge played. I don't know. That doesn't happen often, but it did happen here. Purple does find a full clear here, but where do those boombots land? Because it's possible that those boombots deal 6 or more damage to his base, and that would end the game with the choice of the champion. No, they only need to deal 4. Gets a 3.
Oh,
1
that's so
damage
close.
off.
And there's Alexstrasza.
Yeah, there's the Alex waiting. Wow.
Purple is like not like this.
Oh man.
Still, True Silver is pretty good. Like even if you do you wait? Do you just not attack here? Because he
so tempting to go face. I would probably go face, even though it's not gonna work out.
if there's no Alexstrasza, armor up doesn't save purple. So if there's no Alexstrasza, you probably just win.
That's true. But how much does it matter to go face here? It might matter if there's like Justicar True Heart, for example.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is such a weird situation. Purple going down to 1 HP, but 1 is enough for now.
Yeah, and with Alexstrasza, he will be able to almost clear the board. He will not be able to play shielded minibot, and then deal 2 damage to himself, so he'll go down to 13. There's shielded minibot, so that's 11 plus 4. He goes for the Geddon though.
Yeah, that's ends up being a smart decision. Just going for face would not have accomplished anything at all.
Oh man, that Death's Bite is so tempting.
That's really, he would be dead.
Oh, there is a mystery challenger, and he could actually got all the secrets, because with so many secrets in the deck, that could have been just Noble Sacrifice or whatever, but mystery challenger is the best card he could get here.
Well, was there a better card for Surrender to draw? I don't think so.
Probably not. This is providing him with so much power, and purple is just smiling there looking at this board.
Me go face? Yep.
Yeah. Noble Sacrifice, stopping Alexstrasza, there is the weapon that can actually deal with it, but then Competitive Spirit, just, is there anything? True Heart, that's class itself, but not really.
I think we're looking at the last turn of this day.
Yeah.
With all those secrets, that should be unstoppable for purple.
Purple just looking at the options, it's not easy to concede. You just want to know exactly what is going on, but there is Noble Sacrifice, Avenge, Redemption for sure. And the last secret is probably Competitive Spirit, because we haven't seen Repentance from Surrender before. Competitive Spirit is providing him with at least plus 5 damage. Noble Sacrifice, if you attack, is just triggering Avenge, and then there is Redemption, so it's even more damage than that, so we probably do not want to attack this turn. He goes for...
Wow. Purple knows it's over, but he's still gonna test. Maybe there wasn't... maybe the secrets were something else, but I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
And he concedes. Surrender takes the series 3-1, and we have our
finalists from the group. So Surrender,
Yes.
after winning 3-0 versus Colento, actually losing to Kranich, and winning 3-1 versus Purple, advances from Group C as the first seed, and then Colento is the second seed. This was really amazing, and it's so funny actually, because he didn't play yesterday. Everybody wanted to challenge him, and today he just went through all the players without problems. He played really well. Everybody played great, but he is on top.
Yeah, he lost his first game to Kranich, but he just never surrendered, and he finished this group on first place, and Colento was knocked down to second, but he still advances. The top 2 players, Surrender and Colento, both going to the second group stage. Congratulations to them.
Oh man, that was amazing today's amazing group, amazing matches. But if you guys liked it, there is more Hearthstone coming for you tomorrow and after tomorrow. So the next group, Group D, let's quickly see who's there in the Group D. Group D, Stan Sivka, Life Coach, Dog, Hotform, Cypher. It starts tomorrow at 6 p.m. and that group will be casted by Noxious and Lothar for the next 2 days. So if you guys like this tournament, join in and watch with us. I will be watching. We're not casting with Savitz, but we'll probably We'll be looking like what is going on because the matches are great. The players are playing with the second wing of the Explorers League, and everybody's having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll be definitely looking, watching some of the matches and rooting for my bro dog from Team Liquid. Hopefully he will go far. Glad I don't have to be casting that and take sides.
Dog is an amazing player, and there's a couple of other great players. I think I will be mostly looking. I would like to see Stan Sivka versus Life Coach. I want to see that match specifically because Stan Sivka plays a bit slow, but he's playing those control decks, and Life Coach, takes his time. That would be an amazing control. I hope. So a lot of good stuff. All right.
Yeah, Stan Sivka always a pleasure to watch, as well as Life Coach. What a game to start the day off with. I would strongly recommend for fans of competitive Hearthstone to start watching tomorrow from the beginning. Stan Sivka, Life Coach. That's going to be amazing.
All right, Savits. It was an utmost pleasure casting with you yesterday and today. It was a lot of fun. And do you have anything to say to close the series?
Well, thanks to StarLadder for having me. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of amazing players, a lot of production is great. Just happy to. I'm glad that I casted these matches. It was a lot of fun. Thanks to you as well. Yeah.
Likewise, it was amazing. Great games, great matches, great players, great casting, and great production team, and great viewers, obviously. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, staying with us through the whole day. And I hope tomorrow you will stay with us as well. So for tonight, thank you so much for watching again. From me, from Savits, from the StarLadder team. Have a good night.
We've traversed the tombs of Naxxramas. We've climbed every cliff on Black Rock. Now the world cries out for heroes. As a new evil rises, there will be danger. There will be doom. There will be ancient temples filled with relics, treasures, and traps. Who will answer the call?
Explorers lead, and we are in need of explorers. Adventure we seek, cross land and sea.